to another MaximumRD presentation.
Hello folks, Rob aka MaximumRD here, and I'm hoping on a few things here. I've got freshly charged batteries, freshly charged AA's in my little Kodak camera here, so I'm hoping the batteries last throughout this video. I'm hoping it's having a good day for sound. It has its bad days and its good days. You might hear some, you may or may not hear some kids playing in the schoolyard just outside the balcony here. Unfortunately, they're out for their activities. Normally I would close the door and window, but I got all the lights on, and it's a cloudy day, so I'm trying to get as much sunlight in here as possible, so the door's wide open. So if you hear any screaming or anything, don't worry, it's just kids being kids. Anyway, it is March 15th, 2011, and just let me do one quick check before I go on and on and on. Still recording. Okay, let's go for it. I figured I haven't really taken advantage of the fact that I can upload longer than 15 minutes right now, and I thought I'd go for it. Thought I'd try to make a video. It's just going to be very off the cuff. I hope you enjoy it. I have a few reasons for it, and I wanted to first of all mention a few things. What this video will be about. It's going to be about shoutouts. I'm talking mega shoutouts. I'm doing a ton of shoutouts this video. So with that in mind, let's just get this out of the way. If I pronounce anyone's name wrong or anything like that, I apologize in advance. Some of you come up with some pretty wacky usernames, so don't blame me. The other thing is, oh yes, wow. Okay, as I speak, I'm like 5 videos away from 2,000 videos. Yes, I just said 2,000 videos. That's crazy, okay? And with that, I'd like to touch a little bit on the subject of subscriptions. Now, when I started my channel, gee, when was it now? Looking way back when, on July 29th, 2008, I did my first video. It was an upload of the ColecoVision Super Action controllers. Some of you will know this because you've been with me from the very beginning. And, you know, I uploaded that video because I had just gotten Super Action controllers. I had just gotten back into collecting and retro gaming, and I was just so excited to get them. But you know, in this small city of Kelowna, where you know we had moved here a few years back, and you know, I have some friends and family back home in Toronto that could relate to it, but you know, here in this small city, and even you know fellow workers at the time and stuff like that, they weren't really into that kind of stuff. So it was like, oh, I got these controllers and they're awesome, and it's so great. You can just pick this stuff up on eBay and still experience these gaming things from 20 plus years ago, and I was so excited, and I just had nobody to share it with. So I just thought, you know, I'll upload to YouTube. I had a Samsung digital camera at the time. It was not high def by any means, and I just recorded a quick, or I uploaded a video that was very rough, very off the cuff, but you could tell my excitement, and for sure the experience was obviously left me very excited and happy and everything. So I uploaded this video, and I thought, okay, that's cool, you know, I'm gonna upload this video, and you know, the very next day I already had like a couple subscribers. And the funny thing was that didn't even, like, I wasn't even thinking of that. I just thought, I want to share, I want to put this out there, and if there's other people who are into this kind of thing, cool, maybe I'll get a couple comments or something, that'd be great. But I had a couple subs, I had some comments, and then that's when I realized, hey, there's a community out there. There's people who share my love of classic gaming, and I had been on forums like Digital Press, Classic Gaming, of course, Atari Age, which I can never mention enough, and stuff. So I knew there was, if at the very least, a niche community about classic gaming. But that's when I discovered that, of course, YouTube itself had a very, very enthusiastic gaming community. So, then I made some changes to my channel. I really worked on the layout and the design, and I wanted to make sure it was very readable. And I think it was a video or two after that I made an introduction video, because I realized that this is something that I wanted to continue. So with that said, I just wanted to say that now I've uploaded like 233 videos. I guess this will be my 234th video, and within a couple years, basically, I'm now approaching 2,000 subscribers, and I just thought, well, instead of waiting and doing a big video on 2,000 subs, I just go ahead and do it now, since I seem to be about 5 away. It's funny. Like I'll have a night where I'll wake up the next day and I get notifications, so I'll see, oh, okay, nothing's changed with my account, and then the following day I'll see I've gained like 5 subscribers in one night, and it's like, oh, that's cool. So the one thing about subscribers now, my view on this, and people talk about this, if are you on here just for subs, and I've heard I've even known people to leave the gaming community, or to leave YouTube in general, simply because they couldn't get enough subscribers. I've seen videos where people will threaten to leave YouTube if they don't get so many subscribers by this amount of time and stuff. And personally, you know what? If you're doing that, I think you should just leave, because if that's why you're here, don't get me wrong. There are people that start right from the foundation, right from point A, whose goal it is to obtain a lot of subscribers. And if that's why you're here and that's what your goal is, that's fine. That's your business. I'm not saying anything against that. But if you're here, seemingly because you love a certain hobby, or because you're into something and you want to share it with others, and then you turn around and you start saying, well, if I don't start getting subscribers, or this many by this date, or what, I'm going to leave, and you're trying to threaten people and stuff like that. To me, that's just tacky. That's just tacky. And I've voiced my opinion on this before. The whole sub for sub thing. It's not something I do. It's not something I believe in. If you want to do that, that's your business. But know full well that if anybody ever tries to pressure me to sub back simply because they've subbed to me, and that's the one thing I wanted to add. The reason I'm so proud of 2,000 subscribers is I refuse to do the sub for sub thing. Okay, now I've had people. Obviously, I've had many people who sub to me and are like, "Hey, will you sub back?" And I'll check out their channel, and if I'm genuinely interested in their content, I will sub back. Of course, I have over 600 subscriptions, folks, so I'm not greedy by any means. I'm willing to subscribe, but I'm not going to subscribe to a channel that I'm not going to watch. I don't like going to my page, my main page on YouTube, and seeing I have 500 new videos to watch of garbage that I'm not going to watch, and then I have to go through, click them all, say close, because I'm not going to watch those videos. That's just stupid. Who would want to do that? Well, there are people who want to do it, obviously, and that's fine. But me, myself, the only thing I want to see on my page when I log in is videos from people whose content I'm interested in seeing. That's me. That's my choice. So again, just going back to the fact that I have nearly 2,000 subscribers, to me that's awesome, because I don't do the sub for sub thing. I don't buckle into the pressure of people begging me to subscribe to them, and everyone's welcome to subscribe. Hey, if you're into that whole sub for sub thing and you sub me, and you know, if you ask me and I check out your channel and it's nothing I'm interested in, you know, if it's about how to get loans, or a channel about music videos or something like that, I'm not going to subscribe to you, because I'm just not into that kind of stuff. And I'll be honest and tell you straight up, thanks, but no thanks. If you choose to unsubscribe me at that point, you're welcome to do so. If you stay subscribed to me, but you keep bugging me for a return subscription, I will block you. I have no problem with that. So this is what I'm trying to say is, if I was here for just the subs, if I was here just to max out the amount of subscriptions that I could get, I would sub to sub everybody. Okay, I would sub to everybody. I would go to all the popular people's channels, like well, maybe not so much now, but you know, whoever. I would like, you know, Gamester 81, you know, the big guys. Happy Console Gamer, you know, I'd be like one of those guys that are like, hey, nice video, come check out my channel. Oh God, don't you hate when you see that? If I was in it for the subs, that's what I would do, right? I've seen people do that, and again, tacky. That's just that's pretty low. Okay, you know, I could turn around and do that, but I won't. You know, it's beneath me, and I'm not here to raise my sub count. I am here to share my passion and my love of classic gaming, classic computing, while at the same time trying not to cover the same thing that everybody else does. You're not going to see a Sonic 2 review by me. You're not going to see a Mario Brothers 3 review by me, or whatever. Not because they're not great games, but because it's been done to death. It's been done a million friggin' times, okay? Whether you're old school and you've loved those types of games for years, or you're just a new kid just getting into it and you want to get information on it, just type Sonic 2 review. Just type Mario Brothers 3 review. You'll get more than enough information. You don't need to hear it again from me. No, I try to touch on the things that, you know, while I'm not saying, you know, you haven't already heard about it. For example, my Pixel Force, my last video, Pixel Force Halo and Left 4 Dead, 8-bit reimagining of modern titles. You know, I had just heard of it, okay? Maybe I'm a little behind the curve, that's fine. But to me, that was interesting, and that's why I shared it with you. That's something different, something unique, yet still relates to you know, classic gaming. So anyways, as you can see, yes, I am mumbling on and on and on. That's what I think about subscriptions. I was going to touch on a few topics here. And yeah, so 2,000 subscribers. To me, it's all about quality and not quantity. Okay, you guys, my subscribers, as far as I'm concerned, you're awesome. Thank you for liking what I do. I like what you do. I'm glad that we can share it, and it's genuine. You guys are genuine. I like having genuine subscribers, real subscribers. You know, not subscribers that I traded for or bought, you know. So, you know, I've said this, I sent out a little bulletin. I would take any one of you guys over 1,000 people who just subbed to me because I subbed back. You know, any day, any day of the week. So, I'm here, you know, for the long haul. I'm here for one purpose: to share my interest and fun and passion for classic gaming, and you know, that's the long and short of it. And if you're not here for that reason, then that's fine. That's your business. But you know, I'm not going to sub you if you don't have content that I'm not interested in. So that's what I think about subscriptions. I thank you all for pushing me to that 2,000 mark. And that's about it. So let's go on to the next part of this video. Let me just make sure I'm still running here, because yeah, oh, and the battery's nice and strong, and I'm sorry for that, but you know, without everything's in the back of this camera, I can't see anything that's going on, even if it's still recording. I've done 10-15 minute videos only to find out that it's not recording anymore. Annoying. So going to the second part of this video, which is the beer tasting. You know, I hadn't done a beer tasting in a while, so here's my glass from Kelsey's. And I thought, you know, with St. Patrick's Day coming up, that it would be a great reason to celebrate. I'm just kidding. That's just coincidental that St. Paddy's Day is coming up. And happy St. Patrick's Day to all you folks who celebrate that. But the real reason, of course, is because I am approaching 2,000 subscribers. I thought no better reason. It's a crazy amount of subscribers, so I'm going to pick up a crazy drink to celebrate with, and I think I've done it with this. You're going to love this one. It's called Dead Guy Ale. Dead Guy Ale. Dead Guy Ale Rogue. I don't think I've done this one before. I don't think I have. I'll have to recheck, but if I have, maybe I have. Anyways, it wasn't like this for sure. Look at this. It looks like a big giant bottle of moonshine. Look at that. Cool, eh? And look at that label there. Dead Guy Ale. So, what does it say? Die Dolce. Dedicated to Ed Rose, a 21st century survivor. Handcrafted micro piece by Rogue Ales, Newport, Oregon, USA. Deep honey in color. That sounds nice. With a malty aroma. You know, we'll see. Rich, hearty flavor. Okay, cool. And a well-balanced finish. Well, if it's true to its word, then it sounds good to me. Pretty cool. Dead Guy Ale. The funny thing is, as hard as I tried, I could not find anything that indicates the amount of alcohol in this. Is that good or bad? I don't even know, but I figure it says 64 fluid ounce. This is a half-gallon jug of beer. Dead Guy Ale. But I can't find anything that indicates the alcohol content. But I figure with a name like Dead Guy Ale, it's got to be, you know, it's got to be at least, you know, I'm thinking 6%, if not more. But yeah, I could probably go online and find that information. I've found that kind of odd. I've never seen any type of beer or alcohol that does not list the amount of alcohol in it. But anyways, there you go. Dead Guy Ale. Let's give it a taste. Give it a shot. Dead Guy Ale Rogue. Let's pop that sucker open. Oh, look at that. It's a twist off. It's a twist off bottle. Jug. I'm going to join a jug band. Yeah, I can't do that very well. So I guess it only works if it's empty too, right? So, well, wood can take care of that soon. So let's see how this goes here. I'm going to try pouring that. Ah, frig, it's heavy. Okay. Well, yeah, it is honey in color. It's freaking heavy. Better lighten it up by getting some of the beer out of there. Ah, ugh, kill my fingers, but looks very nice. See if it lives up to what it says here. Honey in color. Okay. Malty aroma, yeah, but not too bad. Not too malty. So let's test it out. Definitely hearty. Definitely hearty, full flavored. But as it says, balanced finish. It's not harsh. It doesn't finish harshly. That is a beer, folks. That is a fine brew. Now, you know, I've had this comment before. I think somebody said, "Do you ever try a beer you don't like?" And you know what? I have. Here's the thing. I love beer. Okay, And I've tried the Guinness thing. I've tried it every way they say you should try it, and I just can't get around the fact that stuff, to me, Guinness is like a stew. Okay, I can't get past it. I've tried. Every few years I try again. I'm just not a Guinness man. But that's not to say that I don't appreciate a strong, hearty beer. Like my wines, you know, I prefer red wines that are very, you can practically taste the tannins in them. I like flavor. I like robust. I like hearty flavor. If you're having a wine, I like to know I'm having a wine. If I'm having a beer, I like to know I'm having a beer. So for the most part, yeah, there's not a lot of beers I don't like. Again, not Guinness notwithstanding, but at the same time, there's a lot of beers that I'll try, but maybe I won't go out of my way to pick it up again. And that's fine. I like to try a lot of different beers. I give you my honest opinion on them. My taste does tend to lean more toward the hearty beers, very flavorful beers. Though I don't like beers if they're bitter, if they have a bitter aftertaste, or some of you may relate to this, a skunky aftertaste. I'll tell you, and I'll point that out. But for the most part, I'm pretty easygoing when it comes to beers. I like them. Again, I like something strong and hearty, tasty. I like to know I'm drinking a beer. Speaking of, and that's a good one. So that's it. Check out Rogue Dead Guy Ale, Oregon brewed. Pick it up by the jug or the bottle. They come in large bottles also. And I don't think you'll be disappointed if you want a hearty brew. Alright, so that's the beer tasting, celebrating my impending 2,000 subscriptions. Let's move on to the next part here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave part 3, as I said in my description here. And by the way, please check the my video description here for links to all the people I'm going to shout out, which I was going to do next, but I'm actually going to leave that for the last, fourth, and final thing. What I want to touch on right now, and please stay tuned, it'll be worth it. I'm doing mega shoutouts. I may just shout out you. So anyways, but before I do that, I just wanted to touch on unboxings and what I think of unboxings. I wanted to get this out of the way. There are those who just absolutely do not like unboxing videos, package openings, things of that nature. And I can understand that. I can totally relate to that. Absolutely. You know, I've watched a lot myself. And I like them. I like them for the most part. I find them interesting. I just like seeing what people get. Now, mind you, there's everything on here. There's girls who will go through their purse and tell you the contents of their purse, or maybe they'll tell you about the 200 pairs of shoes that they bought or whatever. Of course, obviously, I have no interest in that kind of stuff. I don't, okay? But then again, you know, we all love gaming and classic gaming and, you know, modern gaming, what have you. It's what we're into. It's our hobby. And personally, I like unboxings. I won't lie. In this small city of Kelowna, and me never branching out too far to the nearest bigger cities, pickings are slim as far as classic gaming items go. So sometimes when I see what some of you guys have picked up at your local Goodwill or off of Craigslist, man, I'd be lying if I didn't admit to being maybe just a tad little bit jealous. Oh my God, some of you guys find some amazing things. Some of you guys, you know, you have finds that would satisfy me for a year if I were to hit it that big. But anyways, so, you know, I find my little dinky items sometimes at Value Village or what have you. But for the most part, most of my items I buy off eBay, or I buy off of fellow people who are into collecting off of Atari Age and places like that. And my thought on unboxing is, you know, if you don't like the unboxings, you know, you can skip those videos. They are something I enjoy doing. You know, recently I sent out to Gaming Night and Nathan Allen won. And, you know, I got to see the other end of it for a change. And when you pack together a bunch of items and they arrive at somebody else's address, whether that's, you know, in the same country or in this case, it was 2 places in the US. I'm in Canada, of course. And just watching that person open the box and go through each item that you put in there, and waiting to see what they pick out next and show next, and just watching their reaction to the items that you sent. That's awesome. Like, I find it personally, I find it a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoyed that. So I can see why, you know, people in this community and into collecting, why they send things to other people. You know, perhaps they're things that they have doubles of, or they've had just sitting around collecting dust. They realize that they don't use it anymore, but they'll send it to somebody who they know is into that stuff, or has maybe just discovered these certain things, like me with N64, just for an example. When Corporal Kaliko sent me those cartridges to get my collection started, it was just awesome. You know, it's such a good feeling, and thinking, oh wow, I can play this game and relive those memories and relive the fun. And when I was watching those guys unpack the stuff that I had sent them, knowing that it had arrived to them safely, and just knowing that they really appreciated the things that I sent, and just had so much fun, you know, unpacking it. You know, it's like Christmas Day. You never know what's going to be next. And there were certain items that I packed that I knew would be something that they wanted, and it's such a great feeling. So for me personally, I love the unboxings. I'm not going to lie, of course, I like to get. Everybody likes to get something, right? And especially when it's a surprise and it's something that you can add to your collection. That's nice. I like to get. I love to give. I love to watch the reaction of people I've given to, and I love to react and shout out and you know, show people who have given to me. I just think it's fun. It's a part of my channel that I enjoy doing. I indulge in it, and so it's there. If you're not into it, just pass up those videos. I totally understand. But if you are into it, I hope to do more in the future. Both giving and getting would be really nice. So anyway, that's my thought on unboxings. So we're pushing some time on this video, so I'm going to end it, round it off with the mega shoutouts. And once again, with over 600, I subscribe personally to 600 of you. So if I don't mention you, please don't take it personally. I appreciate you all. I thank you all. I love all your videos. But now let's look at all the channels that I'm going to shout out right now. And once again, all the links in the description. Please go to these channels, check them out. If you dig what they're doing, let them know that MaximumRD sent you. And so let's take a look now. I will show you all the people that I am personally shouting out. Many you've heard about before. If you haven't, please check them out. Alright, and if you have already but you haven't subscribed, or you're yet to subscribe, please do so. Check them out. Show them that you appreciate their efforts. Let me prop this up just once so I don't have to keep bothering you. And just bear with me here, please. Alright, so yeah, that'll do it. So let's see here. Just gonna refresh my page, and oh, looks like I gained a subscriber while talking. I gained a subscriber. I am now at 1996 in my subscription count there. So 4 away from 2000. Well, that definitely counts for another drink, right? So let's go. All right, and now going on almost 30 minutes now of me babbling. It's been great, hasn't it? I know you're thinking, Rob, don't ever do a video over 15 minutes again. And I may not actually, but I had to make use of the option at least once. My batteries are holding out, so let me get through this while I can. All right, here's the shout-outs. Thomas3120. Thomas3120. Really nice videos. Great fellow. He's got a ton of computers and consoles, as you can see, handhelds, etc., etc., main cabinet, and all that good stuff. And he's got some great videos. I think some of you have seen some of the work that Thomas does. Let's get some sound here. Does modding, tutorials, etc. Oh, that's a shout out he gave to Damo Master. Hey, you know, I wasn't shouting him out, but since Thomas did, we can all give him a shout out. But anyways, just clicking through some of his videos, so you can see he does some great stuff. Check out the great videos and work and mods from Thomas3120. There we go. You won't regret it. Next up, Pixel Justice. I shouted him out before. Pixel Justice 20XX. Great channel. Yeah, next up, 2010 Perseus. 2010 Perseus. And guess what? He's my cousin. He's my cousin Michael. He's a very nice young man. Great fellow. He relived some memories from back in the day when basically he used to kick my ass on kick my butt on GoldenEye. Let's cut the sound down a little.
Greetings.
There we are. He kicked my butt on GoldenEye, and but I would get him back when we played, you know, Diddy Kong Racing. But yeah, that's my cousin from back in Toronto. I haven't seen him for several years. I haven't seen him since he was a kid. But he's a good young man, and he's really into the DC Universe online. And if you have any doubt that this young man is dedicated,
Greetings. This is
to DC Universe and he loves Green Lantern. Well, look, he's got a costume, so he is all ready for the Comic-Cons and ready to go. So check out 2010 Perseus, my cousin Mike. Tell him MaximumRD sent you. He's a good kid. Good kid. See, it's been so long since I've seen him, I still think of him as a kid, but no, he's a nice young man into DC Online Universe and also as well classic gaming. And yeah, give him a shout out and go by, say hi. He's just, you know, starting out here on YouTube, so he's only got like 5 subscribers. So yeah, swing by, give him a friendly welcome. Next up we have Trouble. Look, we've got Trouble. Wait, don't run, because this kind of trouble is lots of fun. That's Trouble 385. Look, my eyes are getting blurry from the Dead Man Ale already. 8385. A lot of you know him already. He reports on the gaming community here on YouTube. Sometimes controversial, not by intention. It just turns out that way because he does report on the happenings in the gaming community, so it's bound to happen every now and then. But he has now spun off his initial channel from Trouble 8385 to Trouble 8385 Show. And why did he do this? Well, quite simply, his main channel concentrates on the gaming community and games and things like that, and his new channel basically frees him up to touch on any subject. So that's why he started the new channel. Swing by, subscribe. If you like his original channel, you'll love his new channel, the Trouble 8385 Show. Alright, so check it out. Next up, we have Tiny Toon Shippuden. Tiny Toon Shippuden. This fellow, very cool. He is into cartoons, animations, anime. Let's take a look at the fellow, the man himself. Likes to review things, and there he is. He makes some really cool videos where he actually interacts. There, if I can, yeah, there. He actually interacts with cartoon characters, and he is also a part of the Tiny Toon Shippuden, deviantart.com. You can check that out. And he's a part of Game Toon Zone. So check him out. Check out his channel. Good stuff. Next up, Justin76PA. Justin76PA. As you can see from his page and his background, let me move it over a bit here. He's also quite into ColecoVision as well as many other great consoles. You know, he loves editing videos, and he does very professional, well done videos. He does speed tests on the ColecoVision versus the Atom, and all kinds of really cool things related to ColecoVision, Atom computer, so on and so forth. Definitely check him out. Very cool stuff. Next up, 65 Gamer Guy, another fellow along the same lines as me and Corporal Kaliko. He's just really into ColecoVision. Honest reviews. He does video captures direct from his ColecoVision. Nothing fancy, but well done, and he touches on many great titles in the ColecoVision library. Please check out 65 Gamer Guy. Next up, Swimming in Mountain Dew. Wouldn't we all like to do that? Well, I'm not sure actually. He's currently running a contest. No, I guess he's not currently. The contest winner is, let me see, uploads. Huh. Interesting. Anyway, I don't know. He's got videos on here. You want to check him out. He is into sci-fi, horror, cult classic movies. His interests are painting, swimming, gaming, and yeah, he's just an all-around good guy. He has contests and does all kinds of cool things. Just check him out. He's very interesting. And hey, you might win something. All right, next up we have this fellow here, 75 BP. Now, his last video, he touches on some problems that he's going through, and we can all relate to that. We all have problems in our life sometimes, but at the same time, he's what struck me about this fellow. See, I'm not personally subscribed to him. Okay. Now, so you're saying, why would I shout out a channel that I'm not subscribed to? And I'll tell you why. Because this fellow, he commented on my video about sub for sub, which I'm very much against, if I haven't stressed that enough. But you know what? What struck me about this fellow was he gave his reasons why he does sub for sub. You know, he's trying to gain subscribers. He wants subscribers, and he doesn't mind subbing people who sub him back, and he also tries to give some advice and show people other ways of gaining subscribers, and like a lot of us, he loves video games, and he collects comic books and things like that, and I give him props because, you know what, even though it's not my kind of thing, or maybe I wasn't interested in subscribing, I'm shouting him out just for the fact that he speaks his mind. He's not afraid to give his view on things, and why I really give a thumbs up is he gave his side of it without resorting to, whatever, troll methods. I find myself, and I think a lot of you can relate to this, when you give an opinion on something, you say something, you're against something, what do you get? You either get one of two things. You get people who either agree and support you, or people who troll you and give you all kinds of crap because of your view. This fellow went about it a different way. He gave his reasons why he doesn't agree, and why he thinks sub for sub is okay, but he did it in a nice, friendly way, in a way which you could tell he gave it some thought. He was honest, down to earth, and didn't resort to, methods of just, being an ass. And so I just have to mention that. And, I give credit where credit's due. So check out his channel, check out his videos, and if you like what you see, subscribe, okay? And I'm also trying to show you here at the same time that this is a perfect example of how, in a perfect world, how it would be on YouTube. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to like what I like, and you don't have to be what I'm into. But if you have your own personal view, if you have your reasons that you don't agree with me, present them in a manner that is adult. Present them in a manner that is mature, okay? And I'll give you props for that. I'll give you recognition for that. All right? So that's that. Marlon Lee. Marlon Lee. Now this fellow I like a lot. He's an older fellow. He loves the classics. He's really into the color computers, the Tandy computers. He's also into some of the classic consoles from Atari 2600 to Intellivision, and he's again just another fellow having fun, telling it like it is, being himself, enjoying himself, and an all-around nice guy, Mr. Marlon Lee. Check out his channel. Nice End Games. That is a name that says it all. Basically, he, he's into what he describes as semi-reviews, more like his own impressions on things. And obviously, if you look at his uploads here, he is, he's got some shout-outs. So he does some videos on Atari games like Robotron, and just all around. There's Mario Brothers. Just some great looks at classic games. So check out Nice End Games. Nice presentation, nice videos. That's Nice End Games. nairox, the man, nairox. What can I say? The guy's got a beautiful channel. He's got incredible videos. Like, he does a lot of videos that are just gameplay of all kinds of videos, everything from PC games to MAME. He does some terrific shout-outs. But what always strikes me about nairox videos is just the quality of the video. Incredible editing, all kinds of neat effects, just beautiful presentation all around. The guy is, he's shouted out many people in the gaming community, and I like to shout him out back and get him some recognition. Drop by his channel. You'll love his stuff. nairox. Oh, and every so often, he even does a video where he's driving around beautiful Hawaii, because he's the Hawaiian gamer. And yeah, it's just beautiful stuff. Now we have New Kaliko, aka Danielle. Awesome guy. Not just a game player, but the guy programs ColecoVision games. What more can I say? Not much. He's awesome. Check him out. New Kaliko. Mr. Steve Benway. Steve Benway. Wow. Another fellow that I like a lot because he tells it like it is. If you look here as I scroll through, his collection is just insane. It's just a massive collection. He's into all the old school stuff, not just consoles but also computers. A lot of computers actually, which I find really cool. He does honest, down-to-earth gameplays. He's not trying to impress anybody or do any speed runs or anything like that, and he freely admits himself that he's rather crap at a lot of the games he plays. He's just doing it for to show you what the games are like, and that's actually half the fun, just watching him play these games, watching his cats interact sometimes and get in the way. Great stuff, Mr. Steve Benway. Awesome channel. Check him out. And next up, French Toastland. French Toastland. Unfortunately, he hasn't had a video for a couple months. Nice young fellow. I love seeing the young people into the classic gaming. He's the nice kid who sent me this bead art. Incredible bead art. Bead art. That I couldn't do if I tried. Well, maybe I could. I don't know. But I don't have the patience. I'd most likely lose it before I completed one of those. But check him out. That's Jack. He's Jack. French Toastland. Drop by, say hi, maybe encourage him to come out with some new videos, and that would be cool. Okay, here we go. Fighting for the users. Biff Gaming Videos. Biff Gaming Videos. What can I say? Yes, it's just what you thought. It's Biff. Good old Biff from Back to the Future, giving you the latest reviews of games past, present, and future. Okay, I kid. That would be cool though, wouldn't it? No, actually, it's not. It's Biff Malone, actually. And in his broadcasting style, he will show you some very high quality videos of everything from MAME to, of course, a bunch of classic gaming consoles to Pong type machines. But hey, not even restricted to just video games, but also board games and video game music, all kinds of stuff. What's really cool about Biff is, he puts his heart and soul into it and does excellent presentation. And he would really love it if you just come by, say hi, subscribe, give him a thumbs up, comment, especially on his videos. He really loves the feedback. That's Biff Gaming Videos. Check him out. Next up, we have Atari Leaf. Atari Leaf. Hey, fellow Canadian, he's into the Leafs. You combine Atari, you combine the Leafs, you've got Atari Leaf. What more can be said? He is a classic gamer, obviously heavily into Atari, as well as other 8 and 16-bit systems, but even more modern systems, well, modern being PlayStation 1, things like that. Handhelds, you name it. He's into all kinds of stuff. Great videos. What I love about Atari Leaf, just fun. You can tell his enthusiasm and general love and passion for classic gaming. Check out Atari Leaf. Good stuff. The Gamer's Corner. The Gamer's Corner. Check out the Gamer's Corner. Not a whole lot to say, really. He's just got a ton of great videos. Although, hasn't been around. Looks like his last video was a couple months ago. So once again, I say, get on there, say hi, and encourage him to come out with some more videos because, it was some good stuff there. I like to do this every so often, just mention someone who hasn't come out with a video for a month or two. I'm sure they have their reasons, but I find if if I've enjoyed their videos and, I hate just seeing things come to a halt. So I'm sure he has his reasons, but swing by, just let him know that, he is missed and, you appreciate his efforts and maybe we can, get him to come back. All right, that's the Gamer's Corner. Check him out. Hey, we're almost done here, folks. Approaching a whopping 48 minutes. Are any of you still watching from the beginning? You're crazy. You're nuts. Mr. Marc Fuh. I've said things about this guy in the past. He's great, funny, wacky, crazy. You just gotta love his enthusiasm and style. He's into all the classics, emulation. He's one of the few, I believe one of 2 people on Earth who actually received the Pandora handheld. And he's done an unboxing and showed emulation on that system, as well as many other classic gaming consoles and computers. Mr. Marc Fuh. There's no one else quite like him on YouTube. Check him out. Oh, Marc Fuh is also part of Armchair Arcade, as is our next fellow, Mr. Bill Laguidis. Bill Laguidis. He's awesome. He has an incredible collection And I also have a bad habit of pronouncing his name wrong, especially when I've been having a few beers. It's Bill Judas. That's Bill Judas. Bill, I apologize. I can only blame Dead Guy Ale. Although I didn't have that excuse in the beginning when I constantly pronounce your name wrong. I don't know what it is. I have this mental block when it comes to pronouncing names properly. But that is Bill Judas. Also the founding member of Armchair Arcade, one of the founding members of Armchair Arcade. An incredible collection, an all-around nice guy. And if you didn't know already, he also has a great YouTube channel where he does videos showcasing his awesome collection. Check it out, Mr. Bill Judas. Awesome guy, awesome channel, and awesome collection. Check it out. And also, on that note, there was another fellow I wanted to mention, Mr. Black Lily 8. Black Lily 8. A lot of you already know Matt, Mr. Matt Barton. He is well renowned for his Matt Chat, where he manages to get interviews with some of the greatest figures in classic gaming. So I left off with Matt Chat and Black Lily 8. My batteries died. I'm hoping I didn't lose an hour's worth of video filming. That video better be on here. But just as I was finishing it off too with Black Lily 8's channel, Matt Chat, Matt Barton, and I was just about to mention my last shout out to Corporal Kaliko. Of course, again, another big fan of the ColecoVision. A fun, funny, all-around channel. Great ColecoVision and Coleco Atom related videos. Mr. Corporal Kaliko, check out his channel. So that finishes it off. I'm gonna have to edit this together with the last hour's worth of video that I've been babbling. So in closing, I'd just like to say, why the hell did you watch a video of mine for over an hour? I don't know. But anyways, if you did, God bless you. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Hopefully you watched it in segments with a beer in between here and there. And I promise you, this will be my last video that ever lasts anything more than probably 20 minutes or so. I will not abuse the ability to record over 15 minutes again. Thank you for watching. Rob out, and that's it. Bye.